Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I am your host, Mythical Malice. It is Saturday, February 26th, 2022, approximately 2:04 p.m. Central Time. Everybody's weekend is going well. We're about to see how my weekend is gonna go, based off of how much this game is gonna kick my butt. We ended yesterday's stream by me dying, and I was like, you know, good time to call it. So we're back in the game though. I am having fun. It's a pretty good game. It's the number 2 highest rated game of all time. Currently on, is it Game Rant? I think it's on Game Rant. Only losing the number 1 spot to Super Mario Odyssey, which came out in 2017. Now, like I said, it is a really good game. Having a lot of fun. However, there are some PC performance issues, and we ran into a few of them yesterday. Hopefully, though, we can alleviate some of the problems with some of the changes that I made. One thing I do want to do is I do need to go back here, and I need to change my control scheme again. So we're gonna change this one to right trigger, this one to right bumper, and this one to X. Okay. So yesterday I had switched a couple of these around, and now the use item is now back to what it was before. But now I have flipped these two. So regular attack is now right trigger, and strong attack is now right bumper. Hopefully that helps. The issue I had yesterday is I kept pressing X to attack, and that forced me to use my what do you want to call it? My Estus flask, whatever it's called in this game, to heal myself. And so I'd start a fight and immediately just heal, even though I was at max health, instead of attacking. It was getting really annoying, and it was ended up killing me. So hopefully we will avoid that as much as possible today. But one thing that I realized after I had swapped around the regular attack on right bumper and the use item on the X button is now my attack was on the X button, but that meant if I was shooting arrows, I could not aim with my right stick while holding the X button. It was almost impossible. So we will not be doing that. So that's why I put it back to a right finger thing rather than an X button. So hopefully that helps. So, all right, that being said, let's jump into it and get going. Like I said, hopefully everybody, if you use a blue cipher ring, you might, I did not finish that. Said, hopefully everybody's having a good weekend so far. Let's see how this goes. Oh, look at those frame rate drops. I love it. I love it. All right. So last time we died, and so this time we have to go back and get the money that I lost. Oh, when you're not in combat, your stamina does not go down. I'll pull the UI up there. You can see in the top left corner that green bar does not go down when you dodge when you're not in combat. Very cool. We have not been over here. What do we got over here? Just want to take a look. Nothing super interesting. We can come back later after I go back and collect all of the souls that I lost, or the money. I do wish that there was a sprint button, but... Oh, I forgot. Shoot. I was going to Google how to put things in your top D-pad section. As you can see, my top of my D-pad is not in use currently, and I would really like it to be. Only got 19 arrows left. Okay. Yeah, we made it pretty far over here before I got stuck in a corner, and I got stuck in a corner and got killed by some wolves. No, shoot. No. Come back. See, the problem is they fall off the edge and then I can't loot them. And now he's way over here. There we go. Thin beast bones, that's it. Acquire materials. I have so many rowan fruit. Hopefully I can sell that at some point or something. I can't imagine what I would need several hundred rowan fruit for, so. Ooh, a sliver of meat. All right, we're coming up on the wolf den, I believe. I think it's right up here. Where I died. No, we got a little bit more to go. It's around the corner up here. Oh, we got them all. Nice. Okay, here we go. So the question is, do we want to try to fight them? Or do we just fast travel? I think we can just fast travel. Let's go back to here. Travel. Yeah. Ruins. Also, that's what the currency is called. It's called ruins. Love the frame stutters. So good. Oh shoot, I totally forgot about this part. Ah. Hey, bud. Ow. Okay. We're good. Let's explore over here. What do we got? Just a lot of cliffs, that's for sure. I don't want to drop down into an area that just has an enemy that I can't see. That would be very sad. Gold tinged excrement. Okay. More row of fruit. Yes. Hello. That's a dead giant right there. If I come over here, is it gonna wake up? Oh yeah. Well, that sucks. I almost killed him right away. Really wish I could have locked onto him. Oh, would have been nice. All right, let's go around the wolf ambush this time. I also really want a better weapon. Do not think this thing is very good. I could just be totally using it wrong as well. That is a possibility. All right, there is my souls. Hello, Liz. Oh, great. Okay, so this guy starts with half health. I thought I took him down to half health. Oh, hello. Dang it. What if I just leave? Will he follow me? That's a question. Yeah, it looks like he will. Can I fast travel when in combat? No, I cannot. Our names rhyme. If you pronounce mine with a Z or yours with an S, yes. Oh, he's still angry. He is still very angry. I really need to run away from Big Boy. I don't like Big Boy. How's your weekend, Liz? You stopped by yesterday. Said hello and then immediately left. Okay. If I rest here, that should reset him. All right. We are going to go back in that direction, though, because I do want to explore that area. Isn't that what Liz does on Friday streams? Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Going back over to the same spot, but this time we're not going to wake up the sleeping giant dude. I only have a dagger. All right, this thing is not very big, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Also, look at the giant tree. Look at that giant tree up there. You can, like, barely see it because it's cloudy. But it's there. Oh, this guy actually attacks me? Alright. Gonna leave the sleeping giant alone. We're gonna take a look over here. Ooh. Got a lot of ruin fragments, which is good. I don't know what they do, but I have a lot of them. What did I just see? Oh, that right there. Ooh, Arteria leaf. Okay, that's a new item. Right now we're just exploring also. Oh gosh, what was that noise? Oh, hey there. Oh, there's a lot of those. All right, come here, bud. I don't like you. There we go. Okay. Ooh. They're like vampire bats. Went to a shopping mall in Amsterdam today. Very nice. Did you buy the store or just stuff inside the store? Oh my gosh. This place is huge. What's down here? Oh, that's a zombie dude with a torch. Okay. Flight pinion. Okay, I think if I get these flight pinions and I use the thin bones that I've been collecting, I think I can make more arrows. I would hope that that's what I get from that. No, come back. I lost it. All right. Should we go to the place with the fire cannon now? I feel like we should. We can just fast travel there. Oh, wait, what's this? Storm Hill Shack. Storm Gate. Gate Front Ruins. Okay. What are the... Oh, Stranded Graveyard Cave of Knowledge. All right, we're just going to fast travel back. All right, so I can go up in this direction, But the problem is there is a catapult that fires flaming stuff at you. And it really sucks. But we'll give it a go. There are also guys hiding in these bushes over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's one there. There you are, bud. Oh, I see him. Look at him. He's right there. He's just chilling over there. Here. Hey there, bud. Come on. Come fight me. Stop just shooting arrows at me. I can't attack you when you've got all those other guys behind you that also have bows. Here we go. Now he's pulling his sword. He's got, ooh, Lordsworn's bolt times 5, huh? I guess the question right now is, do you think I can make it into the castle without getting spotted? Made it pretty far. And that's just a drop to my death, so. Oh, is that the thing that fires the shoots the fire stuff? I think it might be. Yes. Okay, if I can get behind that guy and kill him, we should be good. Ow. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Nobody else seems to have aggroed on us. Hopefully there's no traps in this hallway. Ooh, I see the light. The light is good. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Checkpoint. All right. Can I level up? I can. I can do it twice, it looks like. I can go up to dexterity. I want to check out my equipment here. I have a sword. But this cannot be... Oh, I need 16 strength, not 16 dex. That's bad. Death counter win. You guys are my death counter. So far it's 1 for today. 1 time. Okay, but for the flail... it is 18. Okay. So... if we level up dex to here... and now we equip the flail. Yes. Oh. Okay, is there a way for me to look at actual damage? Oh, that does a lot more damage. Give me half lurking since you're also on Xbox at the moment. Okay, what are you doing on what you playing over there? Oh, this also causes blood loss buildup. Ooh, I like it. There we go. Now if I do this, oh, that's cool. I can just walk around like this. Ah, Sea of Thieves. The emissary ledger before end of the month. Got it. So, who'd you all go to the mall with, Liz? This summoning pool is now functional. How do I use the summoning pool? I don't understand. This looks like some sort of boss arena. Got some American food. Ah. And what is... Oh, hold on. Cutscene. Here we go. Cutscene time.
Tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Okay. Dude's got hops.
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
Oh, is this an actual boss
Let
fight?
it be Margit the Fell.
Ah, shoot. Okay. Out. All right, I don't like you. All right, well, I think we're about to have death number 2 here. Oh, he can throw those. Very cool.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
All right, there's number 2. At this American food store, and it looked like an LSD trip. Everything was so painfully colorful. Interesting. I guess I've never been to a grocery store in Europe, so I don't know what that would look like. Can I summon my jellyfish? I have a jellyfish friend. I need to remember how to grab it. Yeah, here we go. So this right here. Okay. Spirit jellyfish acid ashes. It won't let me. To be fair, it was dominated by candy and stuff, and that stuff is colorful in Europe too. Okay. Yeah, candy is definitely... It's meant to be eye-catching. I thought you just like walked in though and like the regular non-candy stuff was like super colorful. And I was like, I don't really think like regular food in America is that colorful. So if I don't think American food is that colorful, then how bland does European food look? You bought Pop-Tarts again though. Okay. Gosh, I'm so confused right now. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay, how do I use this? Memory slots 2. Oh, I think I need to memorize it. How are the heck in the breakfast area, not the sweets area? Because Pop-Tarts are marketed as breakfast foods.
I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold.
What is that?
Gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Okay.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
I just wanted to learn a spell, but I guess we're gonna teleport. When the blood loss gauge is full, you will hemorrhage blood. Round Table Hold. Okay. Yeah, no, Pop-Tarts are considered a breakfast food. So, but like, even Pop-Tarts themselves do not recommend that you eat them every morning. They're supposed to be like a breakfast treat. We'll put it that way. You bought Soul cereal with a guy on it that looked like one Trump advisor guy, or some cereal. Do you know what the name of the cereal is? The only thing I can think of would be like Captain Crunch. It's the only cereal I can think of that would have like a guy on the front of the package. The Round Table Hold is a place where tarnished gather, guided by grace. Combat is prohibited on the premises due to a pact of non-aggression. This rule is in effect when the Round Table icon is displayed. The Round Table Hold is located outside of this world, and it can only be reached through sites of grace. Can also be accessed by using the map to travel. Okay.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin.
It was Captain Crunch. Nice, I got it right.
I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
Yes, I do.
Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something
Looks
of a
like
rare
John
breed.
Bolton.
Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
Yes, please. Oh, I have to buy them. I don't have any money. I literally just lost it all.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
This place is huge. Whoa, you're creepy. You talk to them and they give you an emote. Nice. And just for fun, you bought Bud Light. Wow. Have you drank it yet? Have you had Bud Light before? Oh, who are these people? Look at these guys. Offer a bell bearing. Do I have one? Okay. Purchase. Oh, wow. You did have it before in America? Okay. Did you like it when you were there? Can I go through this door? Nope. Oh, I can't even attack at all. It's not that like damage is negated or anything. I'm pushing the attack button right now and nothing's happening. And it tastes like piss. How do you know what that tastes like? What do you do in your free time?
Ah, hello. You must be new here.
I am.
Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind.
I think so.
Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage right now. It's coffee mixed with alcohol. You know, like the two the two opposites of the spectrum there. So it's pretty good though. This one is maple pecan flavored. Maple pecan coffee with alcohol in it.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
Okay, well if I run into her, I'll let you know.
Be sure to tell me if you... She's a servant to my house. She's been my
Ooh. I get invited to their fancy mansion and I just go around and just like break all of their stuff. Sorry. Oh, that's a cool painting right there. I like that. We got over here. Ooh, we got a bunch of armor. Oh, it's the blacksmith, dude.
You're a new face. No matter.
It reminds me of one of the guys from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Strengthen armament, ashes of war duplication, sell. About the chains on your legs. He has chains on his legs? Oh, he does.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. Well, no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
I really wish that she would have brought me here before I lost all of my money. And do we really have just meat as a snack? Yeah, there's some things like that. It's called jerky. And there can be different kinds. You can have beef jerky, so from cows. You can have deer jerky. Beef jerky is probably the most common. There's also deer jerky from deer, obviously. But then there's like more exotic stuff. You can get You can get alligator jerky. You can get ostrich jerky. You can get turkey jerky. Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's like spiced, and or has like seasonings and stuff in it. So some people think it's raw, though. It is not raw meat. It has definitely been cooked. It's been cooked, dried, and seasoned. So why is every single product they have in 10 or more different flavors? Because you can have one thing that tastes good, but then you can also like mix up the seasonings and it tastes just as good, but different. Yeah. Oh, Pop-Tarts? There's so many Pop-Tarts, but like, I think when Pop-Tarts first launched, they only had like 2 flavors. But in like the last like 20 years, they've obviously like come out with a lot more, so. So strength and armament, I cannot, because I don't have money. All right, Ashes of War menu. With the Ashes of War menu, you can use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. An armament can only have 1 skill. Any skill it previously had will be lost. By adding an affinity, you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An armament's type determines what skills and affinities it can have. Some special armaments cannot be granted new skills. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. What is this? Ash of War Wild Strikes. Usable on axes and hammers, as well as curved swords and great swords, with the exception of colossal weapons. So I could sell rune fragments. Oh, they're only worth 10 apiece, though. Oh, I can sell these, and these are worth 200 apiece. So let's do that, and then let's upgrade the flail here. There we go. It's mainly sweets and stuff because it was all import products, and oh, nothing that needs to be cooled. Okay. Yeah. I'm like trying to think of things. So like here's my question. Like what does non-snack or non-candy, non-sweet American food look like to you guys? Because like most American food is actually just like, it's derived from traditional food that immigrants brought over to America when they moved here. So like in the upper Midwest where I am, there's a lot of like Norwegian and German, or just Scandinavian, German and Scandinavian influenced food. But then obviously like Mexican food has like, everybody loves Mexican, so that's all over the place. Italian, stuff like that. And so like when people say American food, I don't know what American food means, because American food is just everybody else's food that's been combined together. Yeah, especially in the Southwest. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, this is the same painting from earlier. Mainly, do you think it's because there's a lot more Latinos down south? Is that why it's more popular, or is it just popular because it's good? Oh my gosh, this place is huge. What is this? Is there a boss in here? What is that? Oh, I have a stone sword key. I could go in there. American food is anything unhealthy. Okay. Aw, there's nothing back here? Oh, I thought for sure this would be like a hidden secret back here or something. There's more of a culture of that down there as well. Okay. All right, we'll have to remember that we can come down here and go through that door. Oh, hello.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia.
Hello, Fia.
Circumstances have compelled my stay at
Fear,
the
no.
Round Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to
Uh-oh.
hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share
It's
with
gonna
me
flood now.
some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness.
What?
Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion.
What does that
And
mean?
you, I am sure, will bear a Balderkin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps?
I don't know what that
Where
means.
I come from, it is a sacred act.
Let her hold you. I have no idea what I'm agreeing to her. What I am agreeing to here. This is because Mexican food is made for hotter regions, and that is the hottest region in the country. Well, Mexico isn't in the country. It's a completely separate country. But I don't know. We live up here in the north where it's really cold, and we like Mexican, so but I think I understand what you're saying. But in the southern part of the US, there is just a lot more Latinos and like Mexican influence. So it would make more sense, or it makes sense that there's more Mexican influence food down there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I feel better if I eat spicy food when it's hot out. Maybe there's a scientific study out there somewhere for that. I don't know. Let her hold you. Okay,
My thanks.
we'll do
Great
this.
champion.
We'll see what happens.
You are very warm.
Is she gonna like kill me? I got Balderkin's blessing. What is-
What you felt light up inside you was a Balderkin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Man, if only I could get that in real life. I just want a hug. Okay. Let's look at my inventory now. Balderkin's Blessing uses FP to temporarily boost poise. Okay. Oh, dressing table. Apply cosmetics. I don't want it. You just know that Hot Country's food is always spicy. And the least spicy food on Earth is always in the very fish-based food of Scandinavia. Yeah, I wonder if that has more to do with the local food availability. Like, spicy food grows more naturally in those areas. Or like food that would be used to make like spice food up rather than in cold areas. So I have a single stone sword key, so let's do that. Oh, dang it, there's another one. Yeah, I don't have a second key. But there's this. Ooh, a black key crossbow. Let's go. So, What if I switch to... Oh, I can't. I don't have enough strength. Gosh, dang it. Can't use my fancy new bow. The door is blocked shut. Okay. Wow, that's like really far away. Okay, well, my flail is a little bit more... whatever. Sorcerer Rogier. Yeah. Okay. Let's go, son. I mean, he's gonna follow me in here. Where is my... There it is. Oh. My friend is gonna die. Ow. Okay, well, that didn't last long. Oh, cool. Okay. Not, this one sucks. This boss is not fun. All right, we'll load this guy back in. Ow. Oh, am I dead already? Gosh, dang it. Well, that wasn't cool. When the madness gauge is full, you'll go mad and lose a great deal of both HP and FP. Okay. We might need to leave and go level up somewhere else first. Also, I wonder if I can leave a boss fight once I've started it. Oh, shoot.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
My friend is gonna die. Ow. Dang it. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Put these
Dang it.
foolish ambitions to rest.
All right, we did pretty good. We got to like 2 or 1/3 left. Almost. I just don't feel like my attacks do a whole lot. Damage. All right, here we go. Ow. All right. It's just me and you now, bud. I got 1 heal left. Dang it. I got no heals left. No.
These foolish ambitions to
I didn't get back up fast enough. I was so close. Still doing two-handed, but I have a flail now. You can see it here. I have a flail now instead of my little dagger. I mean, I still have my dagger, but I am using the flail. Ring around the rosy. Out. Come on, dude. Well, this is not going as well as the last time.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh. All right, no more heals. I pushed the wrong button there. He got me. I need him to stop getting stuck on the side of the cliff over there. It works it seems to work a lot better with that co-op partner when he stays in the middle, because then I can stand on one side and the co-op dude will stand on the other. And then we could kind of just like aggro that big dude's attention. Ow. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Dang it, dude. I cannot get close enough to this guy to actually hit him.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
What the heck? I don't know if you saw that, but like I would literally like get up behind him and then I'd swing and he'd just like take a step forward and just out of my reach. And so I'd catch up with him again and I'd take a swing and he'd just take a step forward to get out of my reach. I did like 0 damage. Oh, it's so annoying.
blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Dang it. I might need to like leave and come back. I might need to go level up some. I don't know where good places to get XP are though, but I'll just go over here and I'll like try to kill all of these little guys. What the? Ooh, I got greaves and some arrows. All right, if I remember correctly, there's a guy hiding in the bush over here. Where's he at? Maybe he's in that bush. There is a guy in a bush. Is that him right there? There we go. Oh. All right, killed one of them. Hey, come over here, away from those guys, so they don't hear us fighting. There we go. Easy. Easy, man. All right. I think there's one more guy. What are these things? This is not the first one of these that I found. Just that little thing sticking out of the ground. Here we go. Here's this guy. Oh. Whoa. Did not see you there, bud. Okay. No, that was the wrong button. Is there I really want to know if there's a way to cancel using your Estus flask or whatever it's called. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Jeez. All right, so how many? I've got 760 souls. Dun, 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 dum, dum, dum. Should we go try to fight Giant? Maybe? Something? There is a giant over here. Should probably kill these guys as well. Oh. Just for the XP. Whoop. Ow, ow, ow. Where the heck is this guy? Nope. Stop. Whoop. There we go. That's a terrible fight. I'm actually like getting armor and stuff now though, which is nice. All right, can I memorize an actual spell now? No. Okay. Sort chest. With this menu, you can place items that you're carrying into the chest for storage or take stored items out of the chest. If you're already carrying the maximum number of items when you pick up a new item, it will be stored in the chest automatically. Oh, so you, like, there is a limit to how much stuff you can carry. Oh, that's what the stored number means. Ah, I understand now. Add charge. Use 1 golden seed to increase your number of flask uses. I don't think I have a golden seed. Oh, never mind. I just did. Increase amount replenished by flasks. Use a sacred tear. Oh, I don't have one of those. Okay. Nice. Okay, so now I have 4 heals. Can I do this again? Not enough golden seeds. Okay, that's fine. At least I got 1 more. Yeah, can't do that. Okay. What about level up? Oh, not level up. Maybe. Strength needs to get to 16. 16. I definitely do not have enough souls for that, so... let's go find this giant, and we'll fight him. Oh, here's a caterpillar looking thing over here. What are you? What is this thing? Okay, that works. Easy enough. Oh, we got a bunch of graves over here. I don't know if that's a... if this is a safe place to go. Oh, we got another enemy encampment over there. There's a lot of stuff over here that I have yet to actually explore. So let's just do that. I see a caterpillar hiding over there. Oh, that's what that does. Okay. Two golden ruins. Five golden runes. Oh my gosh. Two more. But I walked away. Lame. Two golden runes there. Come back here. Nope. What? It's like he's like gonna roll off the side. Oh, hey there, big giant boy. How you doing? Oh, there's more than one. Oh, there's a lot. There's four at least. Okay, Land of the Giants. Understood. One, two, three, four, five. I see five. That is so many. What is that thing? Oh, you're gross. Like an octopus thing down there. Is there another? There's a little hut right there. Is that? It is. Okay. This is a thing of grace. Oh, my man. I'm gonna touch this before I talk to you. There we go. Okay, War Master Shack.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight?
Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order? Yes, you're a tarnished
Sure.
through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know
Sure.
is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper tarnished like you.
Learn skills. Ash of War Kick. Usable on all melee armaments. Endure. How does this work again? Explanation. Oh, skill granted by these Ashes of War. Oh, but it doesn't tell me what it does. Ba, 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 ba. No skill. Okay. Huh.
There's a myriad of
We'll just
battle arts
talk.
in these lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale, all told of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself.
Stare at the back of his head. I do like how detailed they made his chainmail. That's pretty good. But this is kind of funny right here. Just, hello. Big booty, big booty.
Not floating your boat, eh? Well, there's no rush. Knowledge of the arts can wait another day.
Okay, I see a guy. Oh, who's this dude? Oh, you're a creepy guy. Okay, cool. His corpse just had a row of fruit on it. That was useful. Gold-tinged excrement. Alright, we got a couple guys over here. See two. We'll have very large swords. I think there's another giant guy up there. Please don't turn around. Shoot. Okay. Very nice. I'm gonna heal here though, cause that dude looks like he would hit pretty hard, and I think that might one hit me. This other guy go, there he is. Yeah, there's another giant up there somewhere. Oh, hi. Did not realize he just like walked right towards me there. There we go. What just happened? This just got destroyed by something. I don't know what it was. It wasn't me, I can tell you that much. I think the giant? Oh, yeah, he's right up here. Okay. There he is. I just saw him. Okay. Let's go save at this point over here, and then we're gonna go try to fight this giant. How many souls do we have now? Or they're not souls, they're ruins. That's right, runes. I can upgrade still only once. What's this lady's name again?
Did you give the little that I love them? And that just
I haven't met them yet, so I couldn't give them the message. It's a very large bridge. Pretty cool. Oh, big guy's turning around. Wonder if you can sneak up on him. I think he walks around in a circle. Oh! Why? Why did you suddenly face me? I don't like it. Got like weird hair. Ow. That was the wrong button. Dang it, that sucked. I wonder if I should try putting some of that armor on that I got. Equipment. Nothing there. Nothing there. Here we go. Weight 2.6. However, everything else goes up by quite a bit. Yeah, let's do the Godric Soldier Gauntlets. And I got boots as well. Lightning, immunity, focus, and vitality. Bone arrow fletched. Can I make arrows? I can. Rainbow stone arrow times 10. Rune fragment and thin beast bones. Okay. Go back to equipment. Here we go, rainbow stone arrow. Also got some fire arrows. Okay. That means we did lose the money that was in that boss fight area, but that's okay. It was only like 100 anyways, so. I would like to get out of this Storm Hill area soon though, because the dreariness is getting really annoying. No, that was the wrong button again. Oh. Dang it, dude. Come here, bud. Oh! Dang it. There we go. Oh, I got 2 heals back from him. Very nice. We'll use one of them now. Strength not crystal tier. What the heck is that? Where'd it go? Oh, here are all these things. Here we go. Strength not crystal tier. Temporarily boosts strength in mixed physic. What? What? I have no idea what that means. All right, we're going exploring. Ooh, I got 2,600. 2,600 soul or monies. Runes, that's what they're called. Runes. Gotta look up to make sure that there's like none of the vampire bats things around here. Okay, a very large castle over here. Go check it out, I guess. What is over here? Ah, the void. I see. Oh, these are new birds. Dang it. I see a shiny over here. What? Okay. Oh gosh. Yeah, I thought I was too. Oh, I don't have any more heals. Oh, that sucks. Unless this is something else. I'm gonna have to check that here. Because I'm pretty sure I just lost all of my spirits now, yeah. Wonderful. System. Yeah, launch setting, play offline. I'm on play offline, so I don't know where that came from. I mean, maybe. It sucks though. Now I have to get all the way back over there without fighting this giant. This might actually be easier than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. You know, I was wondering why there was this giant open space over here. And now I kind of understand. Okay. Got our stuff back. Yeah, as soon as you get close, he invades. Oh, wow. Oh, no, no, get out of the fire. Well, how come I can't have a move like that? Also, why does he swing faster than me? Shoot. Gosh, dang it, man. Swings way faster than I do. I might need to switch back to the dagger just so I have the speed bonus on him. Yeah. We'll try. I've never been that good at parrying. All right. I don't know how much you remember from my Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild run, but I could not parry anything to save my life. It was really bad. Also, if you watch this parry here, there's a delay. It's like a bring in, swipe, bring in, swipe, bring in, swipe. And it's on the swipe that the parry actually occurs. So you have to time your parry to start before they swing. Which is not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do. I did see this over here though while we were fighting. Oh, it must be the next one. I saw something shiny over here. Dang it. What? Bro. Bro. What? Well, there goes all of my heals. Dude. No, no. I did try a single parry. It did not stop his attack. I could have also mistimed it, but also, once the fight starts, I do like slowly walk backwards. So that way, if I die, my souls or my money is closer to the safe spawn point and not in his immediate spawn area. So that way, for the most part, I'm basically guaranteed to get my stuff back. All right, I did get really close that time. So I'm pretty sure this you were correct though, as this is an AI invasion because it's right next to that super shiny thing. Hey bud, come on, come over here. What are you swinging at? I am not over there. There you go, bud. Also, how come you get to run? He can sprint, but I can't. Nope. Get out, get out, get out. Bro. At least it's not hard to get back there. I think that's the one good thing about all of this. the giant seems to start in the same spot every time, so you just take the same easy path all the way across. I really want to kill this guy so I can figure out what he's guarding. It better be good. That's all I have to say. I am going to be very upset if it sucks. All right. Got our stuff back. Yeah, come this way. Oh. Lame. What? I dodged. I don't understand why he gets 2 hits on that attack. He gets the initial ground smash, but then you take a second hit afterwards, and you cannot move after the first one. Okay. I did switch back to two-handed. Two-handed deals more damage, so we're gonna give that a shot instead of the buckler, because I'm not using the buckler, so I don't know why. I was just going one-handed. This also gives me the ability to do my little dash thing. Ooh. All right. I like the compass at the top. It feels very smooth. I like that. See, like that. Come on. Do something. Whoa, I pushed the button. I pushed the button to dodge, and he didn't dodge. Oops, that was the wrong way. Oh, he almost got me there. Bro. I really want dodge to not make me dodge so far sometimes. He gets so up close in your face, and this goes for a lot of the enemies in this game, honestly. They are so up in your face when they take swings at you, and then you try to like dodge past them, and you go too far, so that when you turn around you can't hit them in the back, and it's really annoying. I don't like that. There is a backstep, yeah. I don't know if it's how far it goes compared to a dodge though. But in order to do the backstep, you have to take your finger off of the thumbstick. So you have to give up all directional control in order to perform a backstep. I don't know, and maybe that's just what I need to do. And I need to get good. I mean, that's a total possibility. So yeah, so if I just don't move and I press B, I do this little like back hop. Any other direction or any input to the thumbstick makes you dodge roll in that direction. It looks like yeah, it looks like the backstep does is a little bit shorter. But the thing is, I don't want to backstep though. I want to roll forward past them so I have their back. Because if I backstep, now I'm just further away from them than I was before, which is the exact problem that I'm trying to solve for. Come on, man. No, I pushed the button, dude. I pushed the dodge button before he swung, and I did not dodge. Or I should say she did not dodge. Get on my horsey. Can I swing my weapon while on my horse? Oh, I can. Nice. I don't think I'd be able to hit that dude, but this does not have the range for it. Oh, it just kicked me off, I think. Unless I pushed the, Oh, yeah. No, it kicked me off of the horse. Come on. Oops. Get out of the fire. Oops. I'm out of heals and he's only at half health. Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe I got out of there somehow. That was incredible. Okay. That was cool. One, I wish I had other weapons to choose from that were good, not the flail. And two, I wish those weapons had a little bit more range. The nice thing about this dagger is you can do a high combo. You can swing up to 6 times before she has to reset. But there's like almost 0 enemies in the game that will stand still long enough for you to actually get a 6 combo off. So I'd much rather have something with range and a lower combo than Just this dagger. Not sure if riding this past the giant will make it aggro on me or not. Recusant Henricus. I don't like you. Oh. 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 That was good. Come on, man. I need a talisman or something that reduces the amount of time it takes to drink from your flask. All right, well, the giant's not seeing us, so that's good. I guess the question is, after I kill this guy, does he respawn in every time? Or is this just a one-time boss dude? Oh, there we go. That was nice. All right, now we just need to not die here. Finish him off. Play it safe. Here we go. Oh my gosh, dude. Don't just dodge everything like that. It's ridiculous. There we go. Oh, Walmart delivery. Dude. Summoning other players. Use Furl Calling Finger Remedy to reveal summon signs of players from other worlds. Gold signs indicate an ally. Red signs indicate an adversary. The multiplayer session will begin once either type has been summoned. You will take the role of the host of fingers. Okay, so I think it's because I summoned the friendly guy to help me with the first boss that I tried to fight earlier, the dude with the staff. I think that put me in multiplayer mode. Hammer Talisman. Is it? No, that's a smithing stone. Oh, here we go. Enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. Okay. So what I learned from that, though, is somebody placed a ruin here to summon an enemy to fight other people in their own worlds. All I wanted was to fight as a warrior to the last. So why, oh why, oh guidance of grace, will this door not open? Competitive multiplayer. Use Duelist's furled finger to write a red summon sign. Competitive multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an adversary, and your objective is to defeat the host of fingers who summoned you. I don't want to do that. What'd you get from Walmart, Fear? Oh, just groceries? Okay. Ooh, let's see if we can get this little penguin guy. Yeah. Four-toed Foulfoot. Alright. Okay, I don't want to walk that way. Pretty sure I'm gonna die. Can I get my horse back? There's no giants around here, right? Those look like giant remains. Right here. Oh, there's another guy on horseback here. He is not as big as the first dude. He's over there. What is this place? Oh, that's that giant I fought earlier. I think either that or it's a different one, which is kind of scary. What is that? Oh, hey, bud. Yeah, I don't want to fight that guy. I do not have like the right stuff to get in a fight with that dude. No, he's running away towards whatever those guys are. It's not good. And then he just disappears, huh? Hmm. Oh, whoa. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw something else over there. So these just look like slugs, but they set everything on fire. That how this is working? If I hit him, what happens? Just that's it. All we get. Can I catch butterflies? Oh, acquire materials. Oh, smoldering butterflies. Okay, I can get the butterflies. I need these. We will grab them. There we go. So now do we go level up? We have enough to level up like 3 times. Oh my gosh. That's a big boar right there. Okay. I think we're good. I think we can just go here. Let's just go here. Let's do level up. So I think we can do 3. I mean, we can definitely do 3. What? Really? Only 2? Oh my gosh. You need to raise endurance to increase stamina and the max equip load, huh? Buddy. Oh, I just noticed that when you scroll through these, on the right side there, it highlights different areas, and that's the areas that it highlights on the right is what it will modify. That makes sense. Okay. I want to check my equipment quick. What does it take to use this? 14 strength. 14 strength. I mean, this makes me do more damage. All right, let me like go kill something small. I only need like 50 more XP to be able to level up 3 times. Where'd that other one go? There's 2 of them. Did I kill them both? I don't think I did. There we go. 30. Oh, that only gave me 10 XP. That might not be enough. Well, let's go back and do the math quick. Okay, if we level up, I need 53. I need 53 more XP here. Yeah, let's get our HP up a bit, I guess. I really wish I could memorize a spell. Flasks. Oh, I wonder if I can. No, I can't. All right. Should we go fight Boss Man now? We go try him again? Over here. I think if I kill these 3 guys, I should get the 50 XP that I need. Oh yeah. That got it for me. Can I like destroy this? I don't think so. It'd be kind of cool if I could use it and like shoot all of the other guys in front of me. All right. Level up. Strength again. All right, we're gonna attempt to use this. It does still do more damage than the knife, so. Dodged too early there.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh, hey, bud. I like lost him. I lost tracking on him.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Okay. I need to try using the spinning chain again. That thing worked pretty darn good. I'm not too worried about like losing my stuff anymore because I already upgraded all my stuff and whatnot. That's only like 100 XP. But thankfully I died right here, so I can just grab that. Ah, stop that, dude.
blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
I keep forgetting that he has a tail, and he gets me with his tail. I also don't like how, like, he'll be in the middle of an animation where he's doing some sort of combo, and he'll switch aggros. I don't feel like that should be a thing. Like, you're hitting that guy right now, and I'm just gonna hit you in the back. Don't worry about it. Where is my... I hit the dodge button. I hit the dodge button. No, no. All right, this is it. No! That was it! Come on. I needed one more hit. All right. That's a cool looking dude there. I like that art. Dude, he got me with that? That's stupid. Well, that didn't go well. So dumb. Ah. I don't know what the deal that time was, but the boss was just really pissed at Sorcerer Rogier here. Roger? I don't know how to pronounce it. But man, was he angry at him. He just would not stop attacking him.
Blood must truly run in thy veins.
Please don't tell me I'm dead. Oh, dude, come on. The one time I needed the sorcerer to take aggro and he doesn't. Ah. Here, have you been keeping track of how many times I've died now? I haven't. What? Looting and shooting on the high seas.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Oh my gosh. Some of this guy's attack animations are so freaking long. He literally just like holds his stick up in the air for like 4 seconds. Come on, throw your little ball of whatever up in the air. get there? There we go.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh, what the heck, dude?
Ambitions to rest.
I'm not sure, like, this is, it's not intuitive as to when you deal the huge chunks of damage. So every now and then you'll see me deal a ton of damage, like more than what you would expect from just a regular crit. It's like it looks about to be like 10 times more than what I normally hit with. And I want to know how to trigger that. Like, what do I need to do to get that to happen whenever I want to? Maybe not whenever I want to, but
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished. Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
it would also be nice if Sorcerer Rajay would stop like standing right next to me. Because then the boss just hits us both. Instead of playing the aggro game. Yeah, right there. That was just a ton of damage.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Really wish I had other weapon or ability options. Yeah, and even if I get down to the if I get this guy down to like the last 10%, I can switch to arrows as well. I might try switching to the dagger. It does way less damage, but honestly, the co-op guy here is doing way more damage than I am overall. So it might just be better if I can strike more quickly, slash more often.
Warrior blood must
Right off the edge. Okay. Give it another go. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do at this point. We could maybe go back through the area where I died to those wolves. Oh, you got me. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna go across the bridge. We're just gonna say screw this and we're gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to where those wolves were. It's gonna be over this way at the other bridge. Gosh, dang it. Wrong button. Also, my horse has a double jump, which is not normal, but it's cool. So I'll take it. There's nothing else over here, right? No. I'm not sure what the sliver of meat does. I've gotten a few of those now. All right. Should be coming up on the wolves here. Out. Hey there, bud. Ah. Really? All right. Past the wolves. Hopefully there's no other surprises. Ooh, Liurnia of the Lakes. Oh, look, more wolves. Wonderful. Oh. What the heck? Is there a reason you can't hit that? Hey, there you go. Yes, come over here. Get over here. You can see me. There you go. Oh, what? What the hell was that? Oh my gosh. So much for my arrows too. I just use that, like half of them. Hmm. I'm gonna go back to the starting area and I'm just gonna wander around and see if I can find other stuff to do. Specifically, find some new items, because I hate what I have. Some bat things. Oops. What are you? Oh, smithing stone, okay. It's good. Not great, but it's good. Okay, there it is. It's like I see Hey bud. Yeah, come over here. I see you. Ow. Alright, get back here. Okay. There's another big turtle over here. What do the turtles do? What do these mosquito bugs do? Hopefully not hurt me. Oh, there's some people over there. Hello, Mr. Zombie Man. Oh, shoot. Nope. There we go. It's a lot of egg things over there. Oh, that's a giant crab. Hello, giant crab. Erg. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I did not realize there was that many dogs around. I'll have to check for that next time. Ooh, Steak America. Yes, please. Ah, there's the dog. Okay. There's another dog over there. Oh, there's one right there. What the heck? Oh, shoot. So them holding their torch out does damage to me. What the heck? Like, he doesn't even swing it. He just holds it out there. Okay. Apparently there's another dog off to the right here, so let's try to fight this one first. Oh yeah, there he is right there. Stop. Stop. Crab eggs, huh? Here we go. All right. Both dogs after me. Over here, doggies. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I'm completely out of heals. Oh, he sees me. Oh, that still damages me, huh? What we got down here? Very large rats. Huh? And no heals. Alright, well, so much for that. Gosh, I freaking hate those dogs, dude. There's a dog over here somewhere. There he is. Are you freaking kidding me? I missed. Where's the dog over here? There he is. Ooh. Oh, stone sword E. Very nice. No. Right. Oh no. My game just froze. Oh, I can still move around. I just can't do anything. Shoot. All right. Well, we're gonna call that for today, I guess. I'm not gonna restart the game. We're at our 3-hour mark, so thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. We're gonna switch over to the face cam here while I force quit the game through Task Manager. Oh, that sucks, dude. That means we'll have to fight those dogs again tomorrow. So we'll be back here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully we'll get some level ups and some better weapons so I can actually go fight that boss. I don't think we've defeated a single boss today. I don't count that AI one as a boss because there was nothing there. He was not covering for anything. And he was placed by a person, so yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't feel like I got anywhere today, honestly. I got like what, 3 levels, and that is about it. So I don't know, hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Like I said, 2 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Be here and hopefully we'll actually get something done. So see y'all then. But if I don't, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Until next time, mythic out. Go going, everybody. See you later.